image of a house that you can model on. You'll need some white foam blocks in different sizes. You'll also need some thin wooden strips and also a thin metal rod. You'll need some paper. We've got different types here. We've got cardboard. There's also ridged paper and felt paper. We have clear cellophane, different types of acrylic paints, and some glue. Finally, the last thing we'll use is a board that we can use to be the base of our model. To begin, we'll start with our black base. To give it a more realistic effect, we're going to use green cardboard. We'll glue the green cardboard to the black base to create the grass effect. To do so, all we need to do is put a little bit of glue in the corner, like so, on each piece of cardboard. And then fasten the cardboard like so, making sure that we push down on the glue So once you've glued down all your green pieces to the black board, you should end up with a finished product that looks pretty similar to this. So to create the foundations of the house, we've decided to use 2 pieces of our white foam. We've measured it out and cut it so it fits directly centered. We've also made a quick plan with all of our measurements needed. So we've decided to use 2 pieces of foam so that when we make the veranda on the patio and the step down, it's as you can see with the veranda and the patio and the path, it creates a more realistic view. That's it. So to create our base, we're going to glue one piece of foam to the other. Feel free to be a little bit liberal with the glue. And then carefully place one on top of the other. Hold for about 30 seconds to ensure that it's fastened. And that creates the foundation of the house. I'm going to start by drawing out the veranda. So as you can see, we've made our measurements from our plan. So we've just drawn an outline now, and then we can place the walls around the veranda. Before we start to put up all the walls for the house, we're just going to cover the foam in what will look like the rendered house. So I've just applied glue to the foundation. Also, I've decided to use toothpicks in the foam, which will just hold the wall in place perfectly. Done. So we've got our piece of foam, and now we're about to create the window for the front of the house. So all you need to do is measure out the window, and then under parental supervision with your knife, cut out the window. We've also got our thin wood from before, which we're going to use to frame the window. And then we're going to put our clear cellophane behind the frame to create the glass effect. So we've put in the first panel, which has the window in it, and now, as you can see in the window, we've cut out the wooden frames, and as we turn it around, you can see that we've got the cellophane, which creates the glass, and then we've got another piece of the thin wood, which will make the frame for the inside, which will hold the glass in place. Then we're just going to simply slide this on. Perfect. Now to hold this in place, we're just getting a toothpick and we're putting that through the top of the foam, and then we're just going to slide the wall. There we go. So at this stage of the house, we've put in all the walls, the windows. What's left to do is the roof. We also want to put in the pillars, and we want to put in the front door along with the garden path. To measure up the pillars, all we need to do is place the rod against the wall to determine the height. All we have to do, just a simple marking on the pillar, and we'll do it the other way as well. Along the other side, we're going to use 2 pillars here. There we go. And then we'll cut those and we will insert them onto the base. So after we've cut our pillars, then the next step is we're going to insert some toothpicks to the base of the pillar, like so. Get it into position, and then just push it through the foam base. Perfect. So we're just about to put the door in. For the door, we've used our soft wood that we had before, and we've used a little bit of blue cardboard. We've cut the blue cardboard to match the size of the door, and we've also made a black door handle, which we're going to stick on the door like so. Once it's dry, then we're just going to place the door inside the model like so, and that'll be our front door. To create the roof, we've decided to use the black paint on the ridged paper. Just lightly brush on the paint until the paper is completely black, and then allow it to dry for at least 10-15 minutes. So this is the house so far. What we've done is we've cut one piece of foam, and we're about to start making the roof, which will sit like so. A bit earlier, we painted our our purple piece of rigid cardboard, and we have now what we're going to do is we're going to glue it to the piece of foam, and then make it into our roof. So all you need is a little bit of glue, like so, across the board, and then start gluing your pieces down, like so. So now what we've decided to do is make the garden path, as you can see there. So we've decided to use our textured orange paper and our felt to create the bricks. After we cut each of our little bricks out, we're going to place them overlapping a little along, and maybe sometimes so you can see the orange behind it to give it that look of the grout behind the brick. And here we are, the end result. So after adding a couple of little touches, like the fence, the letterbox, and maybe even the bench out the front, we've come to our downscaled model of our house that we showed at the start. May look a little bit different, but I think that's all part of the creative process.